Hello, guys. Good morning, afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. This is Miss Sunday Rafael Jigo. I'm grateful to be here. Happy New Week. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy New Week of, I think it's the third week of July. I am grateful we are here together. If you're watching me now, or if you're watching the replay, I am grateful you're here. I'm just here briefly to say my motivation for this week. And it's a very nice motivation that I really like so much. It says that it doesn't matter where you come from, but what matters is where you're going. And one of my lecturer told us that when you are born poor, I think is also one of the quotes. When you're born poor, it's not your fault. You are not in the problem. But when you die poor, it's a problem, which means there is something that we have to do. There's something that we can do. Actually, we are not defined by our background. We are not defined by our history. We are not defined by what we went through. We are defined by where we are going and where we are leading. That's what defines us, our present and our future. We are not defined by our past. We are defined by what we do to leading us to our future. So nobody can define you with your past. Of course, people will not forget the past. They will always describe you by the past or maybe say things to you about the past. But by the way, they are wasting their time because you're no longer there. You're no longer there. You're already in a new phase. You're already in a new stage of life, in a new level that maybe they know or maybe they don't know. But you are never defined by your past, and your past will never discourage you in pursuing your future, in doing something for your future, for doing something for your children, or that tomorrow will really get brighter because of the decisions that you make today. But when you want to make decisions by your past, and then it will really be a trouble because most of us have a very bad past, a very bad situation, went through a lot of struggles of life that it should really not define who we are and should not define who we are going to be because the past has gone. It will never come back. What we are pursuing is the tomorrow. How is it going to be tomorrow? How is my future? How is my life going to be in the next 2 years, in the next 5 years? What about in the next 10 years? How is it going to look like? How is my old age going to look like, the environment, what a lot of things. And those things that are in the future are defined by our actions that we do today. So I just have some tips here that can really help us in embracing our new week. We know that we have started a new week. I don't know how last week passed. I am grateful that most of my tasks for last week I accomplished. I promised myself to be going live every day for the whole week. For almost the 2 weeks, I've been going live every day at 8 p.m. And I'm grateful that I accomplished all of them, and just a few of them that some few things, not the go live, that I did not accomplish, but it's not the end of life. I will still accomplish. I don't know how yours have been. I don't know whether you accomplished your goals, the things that you wanted for the week. Did you accomplish them? But again, if you did not, this week is here. You have the chance. There is no time to start. There is no time to change. All the time, there is no time that you can never. It's not too late. That's what I wanted to say. It's not too late for you to change. It's never too late for you to start. It's never too late for you to restart something that you did not finish maybe last week. You can restart it again, or maybe you can change the strategy, or you can change something, tweak it here and there, and get it accomplished. So what I just want to encourage you is that it's not too late. So whatever last week has been, it has gone, and we are grateful that we are here. So this week is here. Let us embrace it and let us set goals. What are our goals? What are you going to accomplish this week? What are your objectives for this week? What are the the task that you put for yourself for this week. We have to really be accountable for ourselves. I learned really to be accountable to myself. Sometimes it's good also to have an accountability partner that will really follow up on you. Did you do this? Did you? Sometimes we need that in life. Sometimes we need someone really to really be at our back saying, have you done this? Have you done that? Yeah, and that is great. But if you can also manage on your own, that is good. That is very, very good and excellent. So we need to set goals for the week. We need to set what are those things that you need to have. If you have a vision board, you can write it down. Always, I like putting the things. At least I set it per week and put it on my vision board. These are the things that I want to do, and these are the things I want to accomplish on this week. And it doesn't mean that I will accomplish all of them. Sometimes not. Sometimes I can. But if I did not, it doesn't mean that I have failed. It just means that I did not get maybe enough time to finish it, but I still have time to do it. I don't need to kill myself. I just need to be there and have grace upon myself and move ahead. So one thing that I just wanted to give some few tips here that can really motivate us and give us a good go for this week. One is know what motivates you. What is that thing that motivates you? Sometimes we just live and we don't know who we are. We don't know exactly what motivates us. We don't know what excites us. We don't know what triggers our anger. We don't know more about ourselves. So it's high time we learn ourselves. Let's learn to know what actually motivates us and what is that thing that motivates us, and let us look to that thing that motivates us, because that is where our energy comes from. That is where we get the strength of moving ahead. Another thing is that don't sweat for the little things. Don't waste too much time in doing little things. Of course, great things doesn't come small, and sometimes we want big results, but we give a small effort. So we should not give a small effort and we expect a big result. A big result, which means double effort. You have to double your effort to get that big result that you get. Of course, there is time to work hard and make that effort work out. And there is also a time where the effort that you invested before will be now working for you while you relax. There'll be that time that the effort that you have put will be working on itself, because you have set up a system and it's already on its go, and you don't need to put much effort. But at the beginning state of life, in the beginning of anything, you have to double your effort. So don't sweat for the small, put more effort if you're expecting big results and big outcome, or maybe big return. Put more effort. And that is all for all of us, even me. I'm also motivating myself. Another thing is know your zone. Where is your zone? Where is your zone? Which zone are you? What are you actually doing in life? And it's very important to know yourself. For example, with which people are you having company with? Is it positive people? Are they positive? Are they talking something that can lift you? Are they talking something that distracts you? Are they talking something that can bring you down? Know who you hang around with and know your zone. Know your zone. Know who you are exactly. And also, if you have to-do list, for example, I said before that you can write down things you wanted to have for the week or maybe for the day. Put it on the vision board if you have a vision board. If you don't have, you just put it on the wall or somewhere, just or maybe on your notebook if you have it, just to keep you on track and to keep you having to know that I have these things to accomplish. I have these things, and let it be in a position where you're able to see it here and there, because sometimes when we get busy with other things, we will forget. But when it is in a position where we're able to see, for example, maybe near, maybe at the sitting room or in a kitchen if you're a woman, or cooking, because it should be at least in a place that you can have a glance at just maybe in a day twice, or yes, to remind yourself that these are the things that I have to do. Check those to-do lists, which one are done and which are not done, and those ones which are not done, why are they not done? find out within yourself, find out, and why are they not done? Was it the time not enough? Were the goals, the task too much? And yes, you can re-strategize them. You can make it again. So another thing is get in tune to get the big picture of who you want to be, of what you want to accomplish for the week, maybe and yes, we have the big picture of maybe some years to come. And now as you break it into a weekly, have that picture in your mind, and that nobody else will steal it from you. So having a big picture is making us focus to work towards the goal. We run towards the race. We know that we are running to get that big picture that we are looking in our mind. So that should be something that really can give us an energy for the week and motivates us and make us go for what we want. And also know when to ask for feedback. Sometimes we ask, we ask a lot, but let us know when to ask. Sometimes we need to find things for ourselves. We need to find out other things. You know, there is power when you find things for yourself. You get to remember it so well. You get to remember all the steps by yourself. But it doesn't mean that when you're stuck, you don't need to ask for anything. You can reach out anytime, whenever you need information. Whenever you need feedback, you can reach out for more information. And another thing is that when all is done, reward yourself for for what you have done. For example, last week, I really rewarded myself for accomplishing the 2 weeks, and even just last week, going live every day for the last 7 days consistently at 8 p.m. East African time. That is something rewarding. And having that, it was not easy because there's a lot of things to do at the background, like planning the topics, getting the interview with the guest, and scheduling and making the post. There are a lot of things at the background, but I have to reward myself for the good work that I have done. Just say, big up, girl, you have done it. So this week is going to be having a different strategy. Today we are going to have, I'm going to be a guest with my business partner from USA, and she has her topic on every Monday. I'm going to support her, and also as she supports my page um, on on a topic on honest business talk. We are going to have that today at 8 p.m. East African time, and from tomorrow I'm going to be having some talks with my husband about this online business. We shall be and we shall bring the children also their experience when we started this online business. How is it like since we started working from home? We get to hear their testimony. Are there some changes? Are there something they need more improvement? So we'll be talking about that for this week. I'll not be bringing guests until Saturday. Saturday we'll be having the business talk, the digital business talk, and it will go on my page. And that will be it for this week. And we'll look to the last week of July. So guys, in everything, what I wanted to say is that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter your past, how hard it was, or how difficult it was, how shameful it was. It's not your fault. But the tomorrow that you're going to, it will be your fault if you don't work hard for it, if you don't take action to really change that situation that people talk about, that people say, that people saw. If you don't work hard to change it, then it will be your fault. So it doesn't mean that you have to start big. You can start small and grow. You can start one step at a time. Everything starts small. Everything starts small and you can grow. And sometimes it cannot be easy. I have had so many, last week I just interviewed so many different people, different business partners, and I have been amazed by their stories. Sometimes it's not easy to start something. I found some people said it was not easy for them even to start the online business because it was not really about the business, but also what they were going through at that particular time. Sometimes you can start something when you are at your lowest point where you really needed a guidance. Maybe you are going through a lot. People really go through a lot, and different people go through different situations in life. but it doesn't mean that you can remain down there. You don't let yourself to remain down. Get up. You get up and start. You just dust yourself off and start working for your future. Your future is in your hand, and your future is determined by the action that you take today. Yes, of course, people may not understand it, and even it doesn't need people to understand what you are doing to lead it to your future. They will not understand it because the vision you have is only you who know it. They can call you crazy, they can call you what sort of names. It's okay, it's okay. And that is good also. Even some friends will leave you, and that is very good. That is very good because what? It will give you space to grow. It will give you space to go and learn more. It will give you space to go and look out for something productive. And it will also give you space to look for those ones who are productive, who wanted to lift you, who are positive mind. You know, when friends leave you, it's okay. Never get upset. I was upset sometimes back when some friends leave me. I ask myself, what have I done? What have I done whenever I call, no pick up, no what, no communication, I send message, I say, oh my God, I was stressed. But I have come to a maturity that I don't need to bother myself because that standard, that level has gone, and I have to move on with another level, a new set of friends, a new set of colleagues, a new set of everything that is, and that is picturing my tomorrow, that is leading me to where I am going. You know, there are seasons in life, there are seasons, everything happens for a season. So any season that you're in, embrace it in love. And if you have friends that are in that season, yes, don't waste time hatred. No, love them, enjoy, have all the good times, have positive talk that can really elevate one, because that season will never come again. Sometimes you may be separated for a very long time or maybe for life. So it's very good when you use the moments that you are together with your friends, with your colleagues in a very positive way, so that you really remember the good memories, because everything has its time. I have come to that knowledge that everything has its time, and every friend has its time. Every person will not stay in my life for life. They are just, some of them are there just temporary. Some will just go. As it doesn't mean that I have problem or maybe they have problem. No, it's just it's just automatic. It has to be like that. So you have to get new set of friends, new set of people that can really lead you to where you are. That level has ended and you're moving to another level. So never get upset whenever people leave you, maybe whenever people talk bad about you. It gives you a time to move on, time to concentrate, time to grow, time to learn. It is good. I have learned that everything happens for a purpose. There is nothing that happens for nothing, and everything happens for the good of those who love God. I have just known that God has a purpose for everything, and He has scheduled our life the way He wanted it to be. That we don't know. Sometimes we find ourselves moving in another direction, but God has scheduled it in that way, that it has to be like that. Maybe it's the path that is leading to the success. It's the path that is maybe creating the way for the success. There are a lot of things that happens, and it happens for a purpose. I have come to understanding that anything that happens, whether good or bad, it has something with some reasons. I always ask myself, what should I learn from it? I always ask God, what do you want me to learn from this situation? What do you want me to learn from here? So help me to learn, because sometimes it may be hard for me to figure out exactly what God wants me to learn in each situation. But we have to learn. And yes, that is just some tips for our week. We should not get upset. We should not give up, because our small actions that we do today will help us in our tomorrow, and it will make our future smile because of our actions that we take today. So guys, thank you very much. I'm so much grateful you have been here. Thank you for your likes. Wow, I have a Night here. Let me just bring her comment on. Yes, she said, thank you to Sunday for your good business talk, which was over 2 weeks. Thank you for putting your efforts to us connected, especially for me. I learned a lot about the business. Thank you a lot and your flexibility. May God bless you. Thank you, sis. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes. I'm so much grateful. I also learned a lot from different people because different people have different experience. They also have different explanations. They also have their different why they started the business. And I also learned a lot, more especially almost all of them. I really learned a lot. There were some that really I felt like crying because the change that really have happened in their life is it's so much great. So thank you very much, guys. If you wanted to know more about this online business I'm running that is giving me all this flexible time, I just came from campus. Um, I'm preparing, by the way, for graduation, which is going to happen next month. And I'm so much grateful I am here. This business is giving me flexible time. I went to campus, I am back. I started cooking. My sauce is cooking itself on the fire because my kids had been in school and they will be coming back strictly at late in the evening. I'm so much grateful for all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your comments. Thank you, Night. Thank you, everyone who has watched this live, or if you're watching the replay, thank you very much. And I'm so much grateful for all of you. And today we are going to have a business, it's called not business talk, it's called honest business talk with my business partner, Jacqueline. She is in USA and it is going to be in her page. I'm going to be her guest for today. I'm going to be the one talking. So I used to be the one hosting, but this week I'll be the one to be talking. I'll be the guest. And from tomorrow, I'll be coming with my husband with some business talks. And I'll be bringing my children also late in the evening when they come back to school to just interview them briefly about what is their experience about this business since we started it 1 year and yeah, it's now 1 year and 2 months since we started. And I am grateful that we are here. I'm grateful to God that He sustained us and sustained our business so well, running globally. And I am grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And have a blessed evening. And I will be sharing also the replay of our honest talk on our page, on these pages. And if you're watching on my personal page, Sunday Raphael Jigo, on our business page, Sunday and Jigo, or on YouTube, yeah, I'll share the link here and you will have that talk also. Thank you very much. God bless you.